China's Dalai card as Jaishankar comes calling. China says Tibet remains thorn in ties. India stands firm by Dalai Lama. Dragon sees red. External Affairs Minister's first China trip after 2020 Galwan clash. Jaishankar in China for a key SCO meeting.
The international situation as we meet today in the G20 conference, as neighboring nations of major economies, an open exchange of views and perspectives between India and China is very important. I look forward to such discussions during this. Excellency, our bilateral relationship, as you have noted, has been steadily improving since the meeting of Prime Minister Modi and President Xi Jinping in Kazan last October. I'm confident that my discussions on this visit will maintain that positive trajectory.
This is a big concern for China as India is very clear about its position vis-a-vis Dalai Lama. India-China tensions being seen. Clearly, this is a thorn in our ties, says China, making their displeasure very clear. However, India too has made its position extremely clear as far as its support to Tibet and to the Dalai Lama is concerned. As Jaishankar is at the foreign ministers' meet of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization in China. This is the first visit after the Galwan clashes that took place more than 5 years ago. Pranay Upadhyay has got more details on that. This is Beijing's diplomatic mission registering its protest, but India is undeterred. Beijing says the issue of Tibet is a thorn in India-China relations. Now, this is not something that is going to affect India, isn't it, Pranay, as we've seen in the past as well?
You're absolutely right, Sneha. And
Yes.
This visit of External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar is, as you rightly pointed out, is happening at the interval of around 5 years and post-Galwan clashes between India and China. But steadily, after October 2024, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Xi Jinping met in Kazan, there is a steady improvement. But be it Tibet or be it Arunachal Pradesh or be it counterclaims or be it Chinese help to Pakistan during Operation Sindoor, these are the issues which remain, which affects the bilateral relationship between India and China. But indeed, if you point out the remarks made by External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar while visiting China and meeting the Vice President Han Zheng of China, he clearly pointed out that the open exchange between India and China is important, especially the exchange of views and perspective between India and China is very important at a time when the neighboring nations and major economies are facing a situation of complex relationship and complexities, be it economic burden or be it international rising tensions. So clearly, this visit is important, but this visit is in the context of the SCO meeting, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. And if you have noticed here, recently NSA Ajit Doval did visit China for the SCO NSA level meeting. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh also visited China, and he suggested a 4-point formula for India-China bilateral relationship, where the disengagement, de-escalation, and the demarcation of the boundary and the settlement of the boundary remains an important issue where the SR level mechanism need to be utilized. So these are the important issues. I think India would like to solve the border issue. India would want the resolution of and demarcation of the border, and for that we have always been committed for last 25 years to pursue the SR level talks mechanism. But unfortunately, that has not progressed, and that's why India has been urging that to resolve the border issue, because border remains a critical issue between India and China. And in fact, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also said that to minimize the disputes, to minimize the differences, and letting them turn into disputes, it's important to have a border demarcation and resolution of the border. But until then, the peace and tranquility should be maintained on the borders between India and China.
Leave it at that for the moment. China's Dalai Lama card, even as this important visit of the External Affairs Minister is taking place.